Back in western Pennsylvania, beautiful day, windy, real warm. I got the bike out, taking my first ride for this summer. Working on the wife's car. I gotta go get some undercoating for it, so I thought I'd take the bike. The Suzuki and my Harley, I completely detailed them. I mean, that thing is spotless. Up underneath, all through it. Got it all done. I'm going to pretty soon need a back tire for it. The wife has to have some done for hers for inspection. We got to get 2 back tires and 2 rotors for the front. So that's no big deal. So, first ride. Started right up. I filled the tank. Got my tripometer set. Oh, long sleeve shirt, case of bees. Got my EpiPen. I got to start carrying it now. And on a previous video, I had about the cat we took in. Named it Puddles. Take it to get fixed. They shaved it and said it was fixed. My sister-in-law took it to a vet that's cheaper than ours. She took it and, you know, brought it back. So then we made an appointment with our veterinarian that we like. Had it all checked out and everything. And when the wife went to take it, I said, tell them about her stomach. It's like she has a bulge here, and you know, it's like the first vet, they're checking her, they didn't notice it. So she said she'd ask them. So she asked them, they checked and felt and said everything's fine, you know, nothing to worry about. Well, yesterday morning or afternoon, yesterday afternoon, about 1:30 it started. She called me, and the cat stays in her office. So it was in there, and it's laying in a corner, and she said, look at it, there's something wrong. So I looked and I seen a lot of blood, and I said, well, we'll have to take her to the vet. And then there was something there that come out of her, and I'm like, oh my God, you know, because when she has that hard belly and, you know, like bloated, I thought, you know, she's got a growth in there or something. And I thought, my God, is some of that coming out of her? And I'm looking and looking, a little head pops up. It was a baby, kitten. We're shocked. Why didn't the vet didn't know that? And that cat was always, every time I go in the kitchen, it carries on. It cries real loud. So I feed it. She said, you're feeding it too much. You can see it's getting fat. So she started weighing it. In about 3 days, it gained a couple pounds. And, you know, I mean, when we seen that cat, we're like shocked. So she had 5 kittens. Well, when she had about 3 or 4, the one was like a little deformed, and it never took a breath. We took it and massaged its chest. I mean, it's so little, and it just didn't breathe. So we lost that one. So we had 4, and right when they were born, they started breathing, and they'd go up under the mother's belly, and she was nursing them. Well, then the next day, it's like, no, it was at night. Yeah, late at night. The two of them are getting, you know, they're putting on, they get like bloated up from drinking milk. The other 2 didn't. So last night we're up real late, and we're trying to get them to suckle, putting our mouth right on the mother's tit, and, you know, just working and working, and, you know, they wouldn't do it. And they always have that instinct. And it's like late at night, so, you know, what are you going to do? And I said, well, wait till morning, and then we'll call the vet. Here, that night late, the wife was up later than I was. They passed away. So we're down to 2. And we had been already trying to figure out, you know, to give them homes, this and that. And the wife said, well, we have 3, 2 more. She wants to keep them. I said, I don't care. But they're saying, you know, she was fixed. She ain't gonna have no cats, and there's nothing wrong with her stomach. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? You know, vets are expensive, and you can't tell that cat don't have kittens. Oh my God. But she's got 2 beautiful ones, and she just, man, today we're in there and she's out of the room. She's not near the little kittens, and the one woke up and cried. She darted in there and she went right beside them and laid down, and they went, you know, to nurse, and she's laying almost on her back. She turned over so they could, you know, really get food. So they're all doing good. But always something. My wife needed stuff done on her car, and the rims are so bad on the, you know, where the tire's at. So I said, I'm going to paint, you know, wire brush them and paint them, and I've been doing that. I got the front end all done, so now I turned it around. I'm doing the rear back. I get up under it. I'm doing all the frame and everything, every piece of metal back here. I have cleaned and finally took the compressor and blew it all off. And they have a coating today. You know how it used to be. The old stuff was like tar, and you'd spray it. If you sprayed just a hair too much, it would drip down, and the spray would go everywhere, and it's just, what a mess. So I go down and I get this new stuff, and it says it's rubberized, it's soundproof, weatherproofing. I'll try it. It's like $9 a can. So I start spraying it. Well, it's spraying. I put tarp down first because I thought this stuff's going to drip. You know how it does with tar. Well, this is rubber, but I figured it's about the same. Man, I sprayed it on. It's like a paint. It's just like painting. And once it dried, it says fast drying, so I waited a good while, and I put my finger over it. You don't get nothing on your fingers. I mean, there's no mess. And when I was done spraying, there was a little bit on the nozzle there, and my wife looked at it and she said, you can feel it's like, you know, hard. It's, you know, it's not like tar. You don't get it on your fingers. I said, this stuff is beautiful. Well, you know, with the new process they have and chemicals and whatever, but this stuff, oh, it's amazing. I never carried any other time. Don't like to. Hi. And I also put them cards in the back. I don't know if I mentioned that about going to the police station. I have the date, the officer's name, that the woman that told me, you know, that you could ride with a GoPro on there. There's nothing. I have all that information written down, so if I'd ever get stopped, I just show them that. They give me a ticket, I'm going to fight it, because that woman said there is nothing on the books in Pennsylvania about riding with a GoPro, putting it on your helmet. And she looked at it, and when I look down on my, out of my full-faced helmet, I can't even see the GoPro. And she said it's not impeding your vision, so go ahead. Thanks. Got the money. I could have went straight through. I messed up. I'm always thinking about, you know, going this way after the bank. I don't know why. I had to go back and backtrack and everything to get to Advance Auto. They have a big auto zone up there, but I like Advance. It's smaller, but they always have what I want. If I need rotors, it seems like other places, they always got to order them. This place has them. I just like the place better. So one day after they put this big auto zone up here, I went down to Advance and was getting something, and I told them, I said, well, you know, I'm going to stay true to you. And they said, oh, that's great. And I said, you guys always treated me good and got me what I wanted quick, and you know. I said, I tell everybody I know, get down there. The hell with AutoZone. It shouldn't be like that, but what the hell. I find something I like, I stick with it. Like my wife. I'll keep her, I guess. It's too hard to break another one into my habits. So she knows them and everything, so oh my God. The last time I was over here at AutoZone, I was inside and I heard something out front, you know, out in the parking lot. Here was a new motorcycle, Harley. And it was the new FLH, Electric Glide. And I think it's FLH, and there's maybe another letter or something. But mine's Harley's a 1970 FLH. And it has saddlebags. I think it has a little one of them real small windshields just to get the air up over you. And beautiful bike, mostly black. And I had seen the review on YouTube, and they're saying, well, the guy that reviewed it said, you know, now this is affordable for the regular guy. Boy, there's a nice Harley for sale. Woo, beautiful. He got it detailed. And he said it's for, you know, the regular guy, affordable. He said the bike's like around 18,000, maybe a little more. And that's the bike. You know, once you get that, you know, everything else added in, the shipping, the setup they charge, and all that crap, you're talking well over 20,000. I'm thinking that's affordable. And I guess today it is. For me it ain't. I'm like, man. Because they say, you know, there's a lot of add-ons you could get for it, you know, aftermarket and this and that. Well, this guy, look, I know he put different rims on, real fancy chrome ones and stuff, so, but just a basic bike, you buy it like it comes. And I think his had the screen. It comes without the screen, the touch screen. They left that off, so he's up well over 20,000 with his. He's probably between 25 and 30,000 the way he had it decked out. Man, that's a lot of money for a bike. But, you know, hey, you want it, that's what you pay. Oh, they do batteries down here. I don't care. I'm parking in the front where it's level. They say anything, I'll tell them, hey, I need that bike where it's level. You ain't got nobody in here anyway. Boy, I was wrong. I looked at that paint. That was it was well over $11 for that paint I bought. Well, I looked right next to it, and there's chassis and roll bar paint. Looks like the same kind of stuff, so I bought it. There'll be somebody up there flying. A little windy for that today. I miss flying. I don't see him. Sure heard him. Yeah, I used to go out and take care of an airplane too. I just can't do it all anymore. Yeah, I'm 68 years old, and I, you know, lay under the cars and slide back under there and do work. Later this summer, I gotta fix the exhaust pipe on my car. He told me it's getting pretty rusted. So I measure it up. I get out and I buy the elbows and the straight pipe, and I make my own up. God, this guy's got to be turning left. Oh, it's always the way it is. And well, the light's not on now for school. Buses must all left. Oh man, what? Well, they're still open. Don't you just love that when stuff happens like that? You know, it makes life interesting. I just want to go home. Got a little bit of Japanese, Chinese, Japanese. Listen to me. See, I'm not with it today. I should go back and go home and go to bed. I got Chinese food left at home for tonight. Now, last time I was there, that plane was here. Yeah, there he is. He's right up there. Okay. I returned to paint. Got the undercoating. I got the same stuff I put on, that real good rubberized stuff. Love that. Yeah, woman there said no trouble. I said, I don't know what the hell I was thinking. Man. I'm going home a different way. Oh my God. If you've seen John Mills, Double Boost, he does machining and stuff. He would have said Bonix. He says that. I don't know what in the world that means. He's over in the UK or something. He does something wrong and he says Bonix. I don't understand it, but it must mean like, ah, damn. So, Bonix. Oh my God. Maybe they got something that you can't see. Then this guy here, I don't understand this. He does this all the time. He pulls off of there. Maybe he's just checking the bus to make sure he ain't got any kids left. I don't know. But a lot of times I've seen him do that about this time, you know. He pulls off there and blocks everything. I think that's what he's doing to make, you know, damn sure he ain't got any kids, because he gets back and, you know, there's a kid in there, then what do you do? Oh man, get the bell. I know the wife would walk up and get it, but I might as well get it. I'm right here. She walks anyway. Oh yes, a ton of mail. I got the bike and there's a ton. All these stupid advertisements. I shouldn't say that because there's Harbor Freight in there. Man, Harbor Freight, what the hell am I going to do with all this? Stick it in my shirt. One of them days, and you know what kind of day, I ain't going to say it. Oh my goodness. I can't believe I did that. Oh my God. Well, I gotta pull this up. Her car's there, so I always back it in. It's easier to put in than you go in the front ways. You gotta move it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth 100 times. Home, you got the right stuff. The right stuff. Oh my goodness. Here's the kittens. Lois named this one Keychain. We had another cat that was called Keychain. So we had so many cats we started using the names over. She's a whiner. And then this one I named Tiger.
She might hear the cats and she won't eat them.
And they're really doing good. How can you resist them?